What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a great year thus far. I hope everyone's growing and prospering in this barbering industry and learning as much as you can learn. This is your friend Killer Con Chung from Concept Barbershop out here in San Jose, California. You heard me? Today we'll be doing the crop top. First and foremost, you want to comb all the hair forward and to the front, and then you want to set the guideline, the starting point, which is the hairline right here. You want to keep it dark and you want to keep it together. Comb everything forward and line it up. Some client likes to line towards the hairline and some prefer it a little bit lower towards the eyebrow. This client prefers it a little bit below the hairline. So trim it and swoop it to the side. There's many variation on how to do this cut and variation on how this cut look. We're going with this today. A little swoop in the front, and then we're going to do the high and tight ball fade on the side, which gives it the crop top. And next, you want to section the hair and point cut the hair to give it that natural uneven look. Alright, I'm going from the back to the front, and I'm point cutting just to give it the uneven look. And you also want to keep the hairline dark, so you want to avoid taking too much from the front. Grab a handful of hair and point cut it here and there to give it the uneven look. And you also want to mess with the hair, pick it up, let it fall, and see how it naturally falls. And if the hair is too flat, then you want to point cut in that area to give it some volume, to give it some lift. Alright, after you do a few cuts here and there, pick it up and let it naturally fall and see how it sits. Alright, you don't want to do too much because it can look a little bit spotty. Next, you want to use your clipper, zero gap. Take this line halfway to the back of the head and meet it, and do the same thing on the other side. Meet the two line in the back of the head right there. You do this so that you can avoid a lopsided bald line. Do it halfway at a time to help you to keep the hair, the bald line, even. Meet it in the back right here. After that, you want to open up your clipper just a slight bit so that you can take the rest of the hair down. You open up your clipper because you don't want to nick your client. Most of the time our clipper is all the way zero gap, and if you angle it towards the neck like that, you can nick the client. Alright, so that's why I open up the clipper just a slight bit to protect the client. Next, you want to shave it down. Right here I'm using the Philips Norelco. I prefer this because it's smooth and I'm able to move really fast without pulling on the client's hair. And also at the same time, it's very quiet and it's very smooth. I prefer it. It's more comfortable for the client. Now again, clipper all the way closed, and I'm taking it up a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch because we are doing a high and tight. So a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch, and I'm taking it up and I'm going from side to side. And once I hit the other side, I'm gonna open up the clipper about 1/4 of the way, and I'll repeat it back to the other side, and I'll keep doing this back and forth until I'm fully open. Right here I'm using the magic clip. It was gold, but the color started fading away and peeling off, and it's revealing its true burgundy color. Alright, right here I open it up about 1/4 way, and then I will repeat it back to the other side. And you keep doing this until you're fully open, and then you move on to the zero guard or the 1/16th guard or the half guard, whatever you want to call it. And then you, right here I got the zero guard, and I'm gonna repeat this step until I'm fully open. Alright, right here is fully closed. I'm going up 1/4 of an inch, and I'm taking it to the other side. I open up the lever 1/4 of the way, and I repeat it back to the other side until I'm fully open. And then now I'm right here with the number 1 guard, and again it's the same technique. The only difference is as you go up in guard, you want to start to flick out more because this will give you the blend. Alright, at the bottom you want to dig deep to give it the fresh fade, but as you go up you want to start to blend out, so you start to flick outward more, or you start to create more of a wider flicking motion to create the blend. The blend should stop at right about the hairline of the fade. Alright, you don't want to go beyond that. So that's why I'm flicking out. I'm trying to blend this line out before it goes too high. Again, right here, I'm onto the 2 guard. So after the clipper, I go onto the 0 guard. After that, I go onto the 1 guard. After that, it's the 1.5 guard. And then right here, it's the 2 guard. And again, it's always the same technique. You start off all the way closed. You take it from one side to the other until you're fully open, and then you move on to the next guard. After the fade, you want to face to face with your client, and then you want to straighten up the fade. You want to make sure there's no hair sticking out on the side. As barbers, we care a lot about the fade, but as clients, they want to make sure that everything's proportionate and not lopsided. Alright, when they look into the mirror, they don't want to see a bump on the side of their hair or lopsided head. They just want to make sure everything is even. And right here, I'm using the Lay Right cream. Alright, it has a really nice hold and it's perfect for hair that is soft. So I'm just applying in the product before I blow dry and style it into place. You never want to point the blow dry directly into the scalp of the client. It will burn them. So you want to point away from the head. Right here, I'm just styling it up. Alright, it will, when you blow dry, it will help the hair hold its position a lot better. Alright, and right here, I'm just styling it. You want to keep the front hairline forward and you want to shape it. Again, it has many different varieties of how this looks. Thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Next time I'll be raffling off a magic clip, so tune in you guys. Peace.